Sugar. Sugar refers to simple carbohydrates that are naturally present in many foods or added during food processing. There are two main types of sugar: natural sugars and added sugars. Natural sugars are found in foods like fruits, vegetables, and milk. These come with other nutrients like fiber, vitamins, and minerals. Added sugars are included in foods and drinks during manufacturing, such as in sweets, soft drinks, and many processed foods. When you consume sugar, your body quickly breaks it down into glucose, which provides fast energy. However, because sugar is digested quickly, it can cause rapid spikes in blood sugar levels followed by a quick drop in energy. Natural sugars from whole foods are generally less harmful because they come with fiber and nutrients that slow absorption. So, sugar is a fast source of energy, but added sugar should be consumed in moderation to maintain good health. Health guidelines recommend limiting added sugar intake while focusing on nutrient-rich foods. Before going any further, please subscribe and like because it's my dream to grow my channel. Sodium. Sodium is a mineral and an essential electrolyte that your body needs to function properly. It is most commonly consumed as salt or sodium chloride, which is added to many foods for flavor and preservation. Sodium plays a key role in maintaining fluid balance in your body. It helps regulate how much water is inside and outside your cells. It is also crucial for nerve function and muscle contractions, including your heartbeat. However, too much sodium can be harmful. High sodium intake is linked to increased blood pressure, also known as hypertension. When there is too much sodium in the blood, the body retains more water. This increases the volume of blood, which puts extra pressure on blood vessels and the heart. Over time, this can raise the risk of heart disease, stroke, and kidney problems. Most people consume more sodium than their body actually needs, mainly from processed and packaged foods. Health organizations recommend limiting sodium intake to maintain healthy blood pressure. The World Health Organization recommends a maximum of approximately 2,000 milligrams of sodium per day, which is equivalent to approximately 5 grams of table salt per day. In short, sodium is essential for basic body functions, but too much can strain your cardiovascular system and should be consumed in moderation. Saturated fat. Saturated fat is a type of fat found mainly in animal products like meat, butter, cheese, and also in some plant oils like coconut oil. At a molecular level, saturated fats are called saturated because their carbon atoms are fully packed with hydrogen atoms. This makes them solid at room temperature. Your body uses saturated fat as a source of energy. It also plays a role in building cell membranes and producing certain hormones. However, consuming too much saturated fat can increase levels of LDL cholesterol in your blood. LDL is often called bad cholesterol because high levels are linked to a higher risk of heart disease. But saturated fat is not entirely harmful. Your body actually needs some fat to function properly. The key factor is the amount. Health organizations recommend limiting saturated fat intake to reduce cardiovascular risk. Instead, replacing it with unsaturated fats, like those found in nuts, fish, and olive oil, is generally considered healthier. According to recommendations from the World Health Organization, for an adult, less than 10% of daily energy should come from saturated fat. Even better, less than 7% for heart protection. So, for a 2,000 kilocalories daily intake, 10% is about 22 g, and for a 7%, it's about 15 g. Remember, saturated fat is a natural part of many foods, provides energy, but should be consumed in moderation to maintain heart health. Cholesterol. Cholesterol is a fat-like substance found in every cell of your body. It is essential for survival. Your body uses cholesterol to build cell membranes, produce hormones like testosterone and estrogen, and create vitamin D. Your liver naturally produces all the cholesterol your body needs. However, cholesterol is also found in foods, especially in animal products like meat, eggs, and dairy. Cholesterol travels through your blood in particles called lipoproteins. The two main types are LDL and HDL. LDL is often called bad cholesterol because high levels can lead to the buildup of plaque in your arteries. This can restrict blood flow and increase the risk of heart disease and stroke. HDL is known as good cholesterol because it helps remove excess cholesterol from the bloodstream and transports it back to the liver. Cholesterol itself is not harmful. The problem occurs when there is an imbalance, too much LDL and not enough HDL. Diet, genetics, and lifestyle all affect cholesterol levels. Eating too much saturated and trans fat can increase LDL levels. Organizations like the American Heart Association no longer set a strict limit in milligrams per day. Previously, the common recommendation was less than 300 milligrams of cholesterol per day. Total carbohydrate. Total carbohydrate refers to the total amount of carbohydrates in a food product. This includes all types of carbohydrates, sugars, starches, and dietary fiber. Carbohydrates are one of the main sources of energy for the body. When you eat them, your body breaks them down into glucose, a simple sugar that is used as fuel by your cells. Glucose is especially important for the brain, which relies on it as its primary energy source. Carbohydrates can be divided into simple and complex types. Simple carbohydrates, like sugar, are digested quickly and can cause rapid spikes in blood sugar. Complex carbohydrates, like starches and fiber, are digested more slowly and provide a more stable release of energy. However, consuming too many refined carbohydrates, such as those found in sugary snacks and processed foods, can lead to weight gain and increased risk of type 2 diabetes. For the average adult, carbohydrates should make up 45–65% of their daily calorie intake, which typically translates to around 225–325 g for a 2,000 kilocalories diet. Trans fat. Trans fat is a type of fat that is mostly created artificially through a process called hydrogenation. This process turns liquid oils into solid fats, which helps food last longer and improves texture. Trans fats are commonly found in processed foods like baked goods, fried foods, and margarine. Unlike other fats, trans fats have no known health benefits. Instead, they negatively affect cholesterol levels by increasing LDL, the bad cholesterol, and decreasing HDL, the good cholesterol. This combination significantly raises the risk of heart disease, stroke, and other cardiovascular problems. Because of these effects, many countries have restricted or banned artificial trans fats in food products. Small amounts of trans fats can occur naturally in some animal products, but these are generally considered less harmful than industrial trans fats. According to the recommendations of nutrition experts, including WHO, PZH, the consumption of trans fats should be as low as possible. Dietary fiber. Dietary fiber is a type of carbohydrate that your body cannot fully digest. Unlike other carbohydrates, fiber is not broken down into glucose. Instead, it passes through your digestive system, mostly intact. Fiber plays a crucial role in digestion. It helps move food through the intestines and supports regular bowel movements. There are two main types of fiber, soluble and insoluble. Soluble fiber dissolves in water and forms a gel-like substance. It can help lower cholesterol levels and slow down the absorption of sugar into the bloodstream. Insoluble fiber does not dissolve in water. It adds bulk to stool and helps prevent constipation. Fiber also supports gut health by feeding beneficial bacteria in the intestines. A diet high in fiber is linked to a lower risk of heart disease, type 2 diabetes, and certain digestive disorders. However, most people do not consume enough fiber in their daily diet. The recommended daily fiber intake for healthy adults is an average of 25 grams. Protein. Protein is one of the three main macronutrients, along with carbohydrates and fats. It is made up of smaller units called amino acids. These amino acids are often described as the building blocks of the body. Protein is essential for growth, repair, and maintenance of body tissues. It is used to build muscles, skin, hair, enzymes, and hormones. Your body needs protein every day because tissues are constantly being broken down and rebuilt. There are 20 different amino acids, and 9 of them are essential, meaning your body cannot produce them and must get them from food. Protein sources include animal products like meat, fish, eggs, and dairy, as well as plant sources like beans, lentils, nuts, and soy. Protein can also be used as an energy source, but this is not its main function. The body prefers to use carbohydrates and fats for energy first. A lack of protein can lead to muscle loss, weakness, slower recovery, and impaired body functions. On the other hand, adequate protein intake supports muscle growth, immune function, and overall health. Daily protein requirements depend primarily on body weight and activity level. The average inactive adult needs 0.8–0.9 g of protein per kilogram of body weight. Physically active individuals and athletes should consume 1.2 to 2.2 g of protein per kilogram of body weight.